NAFDAC at 25 special reports reflecting on the agency's performance as stakeholders, including the CEOs of Funtuna Nigeria Limited and Sona Group of Industries, speaks on the policy and the performance of the agency. Mouka Foam remains the leading foam manufacturing firms with quality brands that continue to delight customers. On the importance of sleeping on the right mattress in celebration of the World Sleep Well Day, the Managing Director, Mr. Ray Murphy, speaks on Inside Business Africa, reflecting on this. Plus, the IBA event reports on Lagos Business School Class of 2016 event held in Ibadan, powered by OMP22. And Conservio the Clouds Company Limited CEO speaks on the partnership award received by the company recently. Find out what the award is all about. This is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Hello, a very good day to you and thanks for joining us. My name is Kenneth Odushola Stevenson and this is Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Today on the program, we'll be reflecting on the performance of NAFDAC at 25 years on. That agency has continued to safeguard the nation using the best methods of drug regulations and more. We'll speak with some of the key stakeholders as we may have heard on the highlight. But this will come right after this commercial break. Stay with Inside Business. We'll be right back.
Tonight I'm gonna feel, oh yeah. Feel so good, yeah. Tonight I'm gonna feel so good. On top of the road, oh yeah. Feel so good.
New Mouka Mondale Spring Mattress makes every night a real good night. The comfort you feel outside starts on the inside. Our secret is in durability and comfort.
It's gonna be
Make every night a real good night.
Welcome back. You're still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Indeed, it all started 25 years ago by the vision of safeguarding the nation's economy through drug and food regulations. NAFDAC, National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control. The first Director General was Professor Osude and then followed by the Professor Dora Akunyili. 25 years on, this agency has continued to safeguard the nation's economy using the best practices in terms of regulation and product monitoring. Indeed, Inside Business Africa is proud to be associated with this particular establishment over the years. And to that end, we have been able to put together a very important report reflecting on the performance from the eyes and the views of the industry professionals and the manufacturing companies, from Sona Group of Industries Limited to also the Funtuna Nigeria Limited, manufacturers of bottled waters and many other products. Here's the report. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control was established by Decree No. 15 of 1993, as amended by Decree No. 19 of 1999, and now the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control Act Cap 1, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. The Act indeed mandates the agency to regulate and to control the manufacture, importation, exportation, distribution, advertisement, sales and use of food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, packaged water, chemicals and detergent, collectively known as regulated products, with the mission of safeguarding public health by ensuring that only the right quality drugs, food and other regulated products are manufactured, imported, distributed, advertised, sold and used in Nigeria, and are driven by the vision of the agency to safeguard public health. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration, 25 years on, has indeed celebrated and also regulated products in Nigeria by safeguarding the health of Nigerians.
NAFDAC at 25. Congratulations.
Okay, your flash.
The Director General, National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control, Professor Moji Adeyeye, spoke on the celebration of the 25th anniversary and the journey so far.
Silver Jubilee is a big one for any process, family, and NAFDAC, of course. Why do we celebrate? When I got to NAFDAC, I met 3.2 billion in debt. And why are we celebrating today? Because in 1 year, we paid our debt. Sometimes last year I was called. I was out of the country and they asked me, where are you? There are tramadol containers coming to our country. 31 of them to kill this country, to wipe the generation. With the cooperation of my brother, the CG of Customs, we were able to seize 23 containers. 5 are still somewhere on the west coast of Africa. We are bringing them. Only 2 of them had building materials or something or nothing related to drugs. That is why we are celebrating.
How well has NAFDAC fared and what level of achievement has been attained in relation to its mandate and relationship with stakeholders? The Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Sona Group of Industries, Mr. Mitsijani, and the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Achok Mandanin, and the Chief Executive Officer of Funtuna Nigeria Limited, Mrs. Olumide, speaks further on the importance of the relationship and the achievements of NAFDAC at 25.
NAFDAC is a great company. Every country has certain restrictions in terms of quality and quality control. We, in our organization, Sona Group, we also export. So the export requirements are very rigid. Now, if these agencies were not functioning, Nigeria will not qualify for such export. So to me, it is one of the most important organ of the government. Similar organs who take activity in promoting and ensuring the health of the people. I want you to think, you and me eat the same food, and so are brother Nigerians. When they are eating, they must be protected. They need the fresh goods. I see sometimes the biscuits are imported. They are lying there 5 months, 6 months, and people are selling it. And I'm not sure that's the right thing to do. Yes, it is good to create local industry, especially in the food industry, where you have so much agriculture, where you have so many things to do. And when you do that, you have a fresh food, and your immune system is much better. Your health is much better. The doctors are very expensive, as you know. And when you are not careful, also other members of family suffer, so everybody suffers. So I think it's good what NAFDAC is doing, is great what NAFDAC is doing, and they must continue to do. In fact, they should enlarge the system whereby they can hasten the process.
First of all, let me congratulate NAFDAC for completing 25 years of service in Nigeria. And we are working very closely with NAFDAC because we are into FMCG sector as well. And NAFDAC is very critical factor for FMCG because the quality is good, generally it is consumable by the consumers. Otherwise the consumers cannot consume it if not approved by NAFDAC. Because NAFDAC is there to maintain the quality standard of the consumable items. Now, we have the biscuit industry, and which is all our products are registered with NAFDAC. Without registration of NAFDAC, we can't produce and we can't launch in the market. So we are into drink industry. All our drinks are registered with NAFDAC. So we go hand in hand with NAFDAC. When we launch any product, when we think of any product, first we approach NAFDAC and show them the samples, submit them the samples, and when they approve the sample, then only we go for commercial production, and then we launch in the market. So NAFDAC, definitely we are working very hand-to-hand and closely with NAFDAC. And we have good relation with NAFDAC because they are attending all our meetings. Even that when we call the customers, we call the NAFDAC as well.
That's right.
Because so that if customers have any complaint, they can tell NAFDAC on the spot, yes, there's a product deficiency or whatever it is on the spot. So whenever there's a customer meet, we invite NAFDAC, we invite SO and other agencies to come and listen to the distributors and customers there. Now, what NAFDAC has done, you can see that over the last few years. Now, NAFDAC, the image of the country is changed now. The quality of the products from manufactured in Nigeria is changed now. This is proved with the importation of consumer items from Nigeria. I can tell you we are exporting our biscuits, we are exporting our drinks out of Nigeria. And I can tell you we exported our sorghum syrup, malt extract, all the way to New Zealand, because the quality of Nigerian goods now is not second to the world class quality. It's all approved by NAFDAC. Once the NAFDAC approved, then only we think of consuming in Nigeria as well export out of Nigeria. So that you can see, yes, NAFDAC plays a very vital role in controlling the quality standard of the products being consumed in Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
Over the years, NAFDAC has had a lot of oversight over many of our activities, and because we have maintained a very, very good partnership with them due to the products that we bring in, which require, of course, their approvals and stuff, we have continued to have that long-standing relationship with them. And of course, now that we have packaged eggs now under approval of NAFDAC, and we also, of course, have our water, which is approved by NAFDAC, we're continuing that relationship that we've had.
Reflecting on the uniqueness of their products and maintaining continuous standards, the stakeholders speak further.
Is a quality and packaging, which makes our product unique in the market, because we do our own packaging, because we have a packaging company. And that packaging company also won International Quality Award in the World Packaging Award in 2018 in Australia. So it's a packaging and the quality of product that makes our products unique in the market.
You see, for instance, malt extract is 100% sorghum. But now we are going in soya. We have a soya, we have refinery coming in, that's going to be 250 ton per day. I imagine there will be at least 30,000 farmers that will be employed. They'll be gainful, there'll be more so-called agriculture, because we paying cash to buy the goods. We are encouraging them because we need the goods. Now, from soya, you have protein. From protein, you have chicken feed, you have poultry, you have number of areas. Protein is very important for our system. You have animal feed, that's also require protein. Then, so it's a backward integration. We look at the backward integration. And then you have an oil, you have a vegetable oil, which is very healthy. Vegetable oil from soya is very, very healthy. So when you gather these information and when you see how much it can impact on the health of Nigerians, you begin to think how important these industries are and how much government should actually help this industry to grow.
Our water is quite unique in that, first of all, it comes under the well-known Funtuna brand. Funtuna has been in the market commercially for over 25 years now, having the premium egg in Nigeria. Nigeria's #1 egg. And so we decided that we have this excellent brand, we're going to leverage it and bring other excellent products under the same brand. And so one of the first things that we've done is water. We're going to, by the grace of God, have other products that will come under that brand. And the water, the difference between our water and other waters is the process that goes into it. We are dedicated to making sure that we're bringing world-class standards from an indigenous company. We have a lot of the companies that are giving so-called premium water in Nigeria are multinationals. You know, they're companies from other countries. We are an indigenous company that has decided to invest in excellence. And so we are also giving the same quality of water that those multinationals are giving, reverse osmosis, you know, but we have like an 11-step process for filtration, and everybody that has encountered this water has said it's up to par with any other excellent water out there.
Well, let me say very big congratulations to NAFDAC at 25, and the current Director General, Professor Adeyeye, is actually doing a lot of job following the footstep of the predecessor. That is, in other words, I'm talking about Professor Dora Akunyili, bringing about some changes and vision that delivers for the nation's health and food sector. And Inside Business Africa, we continue with this special report on the program next week. Moving on now, let's talk about the foam industry, especially especially as the world was celebrating the World Sleep Well Day. Mouka Foam, the manufacturer of top brand, was reflecting on the importance of this day. We talk about it when we come back right after this commercial break.
Tonight I'm gonna feel, oh yeah. Feel so good, yeah. Tonight I'm gonna feel so good. On top of the world, oh yeah. Feel so good.
New Mouka Mondeo Spring Mattress makes every night a real good night. The comfort you feel outside starts on the inside. Our secret is in durability and comfort.
It's gonna be
Make every night a real good night.
Welcome back. You're still inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. We want to talk about the foam industry vis-a-vis the World Sleep Well Day. What does this have in common? I'm being joined right about now by the Managing Director, Chief Executive of Mouka Foams Limited, Mr. Ray Murphy, to discuss this important topic and also reflecting on Mouka Foam's operations in Nigeria in terms of product quality and uniqueness. Let me say thank you for joining us, Mr. Ray Murphy, on this important program and the special on World Sleep Well Day.
My pleasure.
Well, let me go very quickly to ask the first question. It has to do with the World Sleep Well Day. What is it all about, and what does that mean to Mouka Foam? How are you related to this important milestone?
We believe it's important that we also educate consumers in the importance of quality sleep. It doesn't matter if you're an infant, a toddler, a young kid at school, a student at university, young parents, or those maturing in age. Different generations have different levels of sleep requirements. A young child, for example, requires 8 or 9 hours sleep every day to make sure that when they go to school the next day, that they're fit and able to absorb education and learning. Obviously an infant requires like 16, 17 hours sleep every day. So depending on one's age, the sleep requirements and the sleep demands are different, and that's part of the reason for World Sleep Day is to increase the awareness for the need for quality sleep. And as market leader in Nigeria, we believe that we own sleep in Nigeria, and part of the responsibility of that ownership is to ensure that we educate everyone on the importance of quality sleep.
Well, you've talked about the importance of the World Sleep Well Day. Thank you very much indeed, and some of us have learned something from it. But moving it further to the Mouka Foam Limited, it's been around for quite a long time. So could you tell us a little about what the firm is all about, and also the uniqueness of some of your products and what you have been able to do to sustain the market over the years?
We undertake independent nationwide market research where we talk to consumers and where we also talk to the trade and the distributors. And over the past year to 18 months, that research has shown that Mouka is now the clear market leader in branded mattresses and foams in Nigeria. And that position demonstrated by independent research seems to be confirmed by your own research that's been carried out. Why is Mouka number one in Nigeria? Well, I don't think that's happened by accident. Over the last 2 or 3 years, we've adopted a number of strategies and a number of tactics, with the journey of that being to deliver market leadership. First point is that in terms of building our distribution or developing what's known as our route to market, Nigeria's consumers, whether they be based in the north, whether they're in Sokoto or Kaduna, Kano, Maiduguri, down through the mid-belt, down here to the southern part of the country, they don't have to travel too far to reach a Mouka touch point. We've got nationwide distribution, and our products therefore are easily accessible to all Nigerian consumers.
Well, Mr. Murphy, I want to thank you very much for actually shedding more light on the importance of the World Sleep Well Day, and also reflecting on the relationship between that particular celebration and Mouka Foam's products and manufacturing sector. Thank you again for speaking with Inside Business Africa for today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
When we come back right after this commercial break, we're going to be talking about some events that took place, and Inside Business was there to cover them, including the Lagos Business School Class of 2016 Alumni Celebration. Stay with Inside Business. We'll be right back.
Tonight I'm gonna feel, oh yeah. Feel so good, yeah. Tonight I'm gonna feel so good. On top of the world, oh yeah. Feel so good.
New Mouka Mondeo Spring Mattress makes every night a real good night. The comfort you feel outside starts on the inside. Our secret is in durability and comfort.
It's gonna be
Make every night a real good night.
Welcome back. It's still Inside Business Africa, Africa's business news and information leader. Thanks for staying with us. Indeed, it's been celebration all the way for some members of the Nigerian corporate world, especially those of them who are coming in from the 2016 class of alumni of the Lagos Business School. Inside Business was at the event that was celebrated in Ibadan. Here's what we brought for you. The global change and the next financial crisis is the topic of the paper presented at the OMP 22 class of 2016 Lagos Business School alumni session held recently in Ibadan. Presented by Dr. Jeku Ozemene, the paper highlighted the imminence of the fourth industrial revolution and the new world order.
Oh, I think what we tried to do today was to look at the Nigerian economy as a whole, the global economy as a whole, and then look at where we see what we see happening in the next couple of months or even years. And we've said that we know that every economic boom is followed by a bust, and that the market is telegraphing that we will have a bust sooner than later. The last major bust we had was in the financial crisis we had was in 2008, the 2008 global financial crisis. So essentially what we discussed today was the things we need to do to protect ourselves, the things we need to do for businesses to do to take advantage of the crisis. So, you know, every crisis has its own silver lining. Yeah. So as business owners, what do we do to benefit from that silver lining?
Speaking with Inside Business Africa on the importance and the essence of the event, powered by OMP, is Mr. Seyi Alaba, President of the OMP 22 class of 2016, and the guest speaker.
The lecture is a very good one, and is the one that was intentionally planned to prepare business owner and the stakeholders in the economy, you know, so that to prepare us for the future challenges. So, and we definitely feel that it's very important that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to know what the global economy is saying and how it affects our businesses.
Still on celebration and award ceremony on the event segment of Inside Business Africa, Comercio Cloud Company Limited was recently rewarded by Huawei, a partner, and also to celebrate and also congratulate that particular establishment for doing the companies proud and also the products from this Huawei International. And indeed, the managing director and chief executive of Comercio Clouds Nigeria Limited spoke with Inside Business Africa on the importance of the award to the company. Comercio Cloud Computing Limited, an indigenous premier cloud computing company with state-of-the-art certified data center, offering a career-neutral colonization services, recently received the Huawei Cloud Solution Partner Award. The Chief Technical Officer of the company speaks on the importance of the award and dedicates it to the members of staff who has ensured that the operation of the company has remained seamless.
It's been a great encouragement both to me and to my staff, because it's been 3 years of very hard work and very, very difficult. As you know, we work in a very difficult business terrain. It's been capital intensive to fund and to create the platform, because in creating a platform we had to buy all the equipment, buy the services, buy co-location in order to put the platform together. And for a private enterprise to do that in this time has been quite a challenge. So it hasn't been easy to put that in. So it's been great encouragement and quite a sense of fulfillment for the staff and all the hard work that they've put in.
I'm afraid that's about all we have time for on Inside Business Africa for today. But I need to give you some piece of information, especially coming from the stable of Inside Business Africa. The Inside Business Commendation Awards date has been announced. It's going to be holding on the 14th of June at the Sheraton Hotels and Towers in Lagos. That's not all. The Business Managers Conference will precede that particular award ceremony, which means a very important personality will be talking about vision and corporate governance, the relationship and the synergy that could bring about a corporate performance that will see some movement to the top level. And that will also include a talk on real estate and business as an asset. And these are very important events that you should put down in your diary. You pay thousands of dollars to go and attend some of these functions, and which means that you're going to be getting this information free. But don't forget, there is an exhibition that is going to be holding within that. It's a very mini exhibition. We have just about 6 tables to give out for people who are also going to be rewarded for their performance. Inside Business Commendation Awards holding at the same time, preceded by the Business Managers Forum. And that's a forum that has been established over the years. An Inside Business Commendation Award also came out in 1997, indeed. Mark the date, June the 14th, 2019 at Sheraton Hotels and Towers. If you're getting our invitation, please start responding very quickly. It's been Kenneth Odushola Stevenson presenting Inside Business Africa. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.